Hi, everybody. Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How's everybody doing? Well, I was away for a few days. I got back on Thursday. And if you guys saw the short video I did, I got a few mini glide baits in. And this is from, I hope I say this right, Peekii Fishing. It's Peekii. I assume it's Peekii. I'm going with that. If you guys know different, let me know. But, I showed you the... that wee shad that I got from Vinter Baits, and I like that a lot. Then my buddy Pete painted some for me from Stoneman and Son Lures. And then I saw these, this website that had these, they have blanks that you can buy just, unpainted that are like $2.49. And then I saw they had some painted ones. They're only $7.99 or something like that. So, I mean, you can't beat the price. And it's that same body that, that everybody's painting. So this is like their mini glide bait. And I got like 6 different colors here. That's kind of like a trout color. Got some that are like, bass, bluegill type colors. They just have like a letter next to it. I don't even know if it has the color, the name of what that paint job is, but I'll take these out and show them to you up close. I figured I'll just show you them in the pack quick, but just some different bait fish patterns. I may grab some of the unpainted ones and kind of mess around with them, with, doing some different, painting on them. Some very basic painting because I don't know how to paint lures, but these are pretty cool. So they're 5/8 ounce, 17.5 grams, 5-inch glide bait from Peekii Fishing. And I'll put the information from their company, but that's what the packaging looks like. I'll put all their information in the description, but they look pretty cool. Now we'll see. I don't know how good the hooks are. They just got these, haven't thrown them yet. Hope to get out maybe Tuesday and do a little fishing. But let me show you these ones. So it's kind of that body that I've been showing you guys. This to me looks like a trout type pattern. It's that, mini glide setup, and it's pretty cool. It's got the eyeballs. Hooks are a little small, but they seem pretty tacky, but we'll see how they, how they perform. I can always change them out, and I always like to mess around with different hooks. But that's it, for, less than $8. It's not a bad deal. So that's the first one there. And this is kind of like a bait fish shad type color. You guys can see that. If I just missed it and didn't notice it on the website, what these actual colors are, I'll put it in the description and tell you, but these are just the 5-inch ones that are painted. So if you got every one of them that they have that they're painted, they have 7-inch ones too, which I may try eventually, but I mean, it's not a bad paint job. We'll see how the paint jobs hold up. But it's that same body. It's that same wee shad, mini glide, finesse glide, whatever you want to call it, body there. But they're, they're very cool looking paint job. It's got some blue on it. There's some nice scale pattern on there. The 2 fins on there. Pretty neat. This is kind of what I would classify as like a bluegill bass type pattern. More like sunfish pattern. Hooks are definitely tacky, but looks nice. You have a good action on the water. That's a pretty cool pattern right there. I like that one. This is one that is definitely a trout pattern. So if you guys like trout patterns, they do have one. It's a trout-like pattern here. Pretty nice. These are kind of the ones that I would classify as trout-like. And I think the difference, it's essentially the same paint job, but this is just the one that's the smooth body. This is the one, you know, because they do have ones that are unpainted that's kind of like got ridges on it. So I think that's really the difference. So it's essentially the same type of paint job. It's just a different body type of the glide bait. Oh, let's see. Here's another bait fish lichen pattern. But this is another one that kind of has like that more rough finish to it. It's kind of cool. It's got the nice some stripes in there, a little black on there, some blue, like yellowish colors. Pretty neat. So this one has got like kind of that rough finish on it. This one has that rough finish on it. And these other three, the one that's kind of like this, the bluegill, that has that rougher pattern on it. And these two have that smooth, you know, it's just a smooth body on the bait. So I would imagine this one's probably got a smooth body to it too. And it does. So this is the last one. That's definitely more of a, you know, that shiner bait fish type. And that's got, so I got 3 that are kind of like the smooth finish bodies, and 3 that have like kind of those rough edges. That's another good one. It's another nice color. Paint jobs all look pretty good. As I said, we'll see how they hold up. Now, this isn't the kind of thing that I'm throwing, you know, banging into rocks and everything. You know, I've been, you know, just throwing these so far in open water around grass. I don't anticipate them getting beaten up, you know, from rocks and stuff. You know, they may get beaten up by, you know, gators, you know, with, you know, from toothy critters. They might scratch them up. We'll see how the paint jobs hold up. But it should be good. They look pretty neat. So that's the 6 that I got from Peekii Fishing. Peekii Fishing, Peekii Fishing. We'll say Peekii. That sounds better. But there's the name. I'll put the information in the description. You guys can check them out. And lots of different bodies, if you know, crankbait bodies, jerkbait bodies, you know, other things. I saw some blade bait bodies on there I was thinking of trying out. Very reasonably priced, which, you know, with tackle now, is everything going up, this is pretty good. So to find something that's actually somewhat cheap to buy, or reasonably priced to buy, I should say. And there's the info on the back of the pack. I don't know why you guys can see that, but there it is right there. But that's it. I'll give you the information to the website. Check it out. This is the first thing I've gotten from them. We'll see how they work out. You know, they're certainly not overly priced, very reasonable, and they look like they've got pretty decent paint jobs. So I'm really looking forward to trying them out. I went from having no finesse glides to now I've got like 11 of them. Actually, I think I have more than 11 of them. But they're pretty cool. It's got a really cool action in the water. But that's it, guys. So if I missed like what they call these colors, I'll put them in the description for you. But I'll put a link to the website to these baits, and you know, specifically, if you like the 7-inch version, they have them. If you want them unpainted and you like to paint them yourself, you can get that. But you know, just you know, browse around the site and you'll see a lot of different cool things. But that's it, guys. That's the Peekii or Peekii, whatever it is. We'll say Peekii Fishing. Finesse glides, mini glides, wee shads, whatever you want to call them. I think a lot of people are calling them the wee shad. But that's it. So there's a lot of people out here doing these and painting them. So I really, you know, think it's a good idea to, you know, support those local, you know, painters like P from Stoneman and Son Lures, like the Vinterbaits, because, you know, these guys do a nice job, and they're not overly priced either. You know, they're very reasonable for custom painted baits, and so are these. So that's it, guys. So Peekii Fishing. Show you that one more time before I wrap this up, and that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I hope Tuesday maybe I can get out and fish. As I said, I was away for a few days. Just got back, waiting for my boat to get finished. I'm hoping it's going to be done soon, because I am scheduled to go to fishing camp next week, so I do need my boat. So hopefully that'll be, you know, I talked to them the other day, and looks like things are almost done. So hopefully early, you know, this week it'll be done, and I can go pick it up and start loading up for Champlain for 2 weeks for Candlewood Fishing Camp on Champlain. And I'm definitely going to throw these around. I've never thrown really, I mean, I've thrown like S waivers a little bit on Champlain, but not really a lot. So maybe, you know, I'll add these little guys to the list and see. I'm sure up there, the problem up there is get all those northern pike. So I may get some scratches in these from those pike, but we'll see. Something different to throw. And just to kind of remind you guys, I think I've got it here. Oh, yeah, here it is. I was going to show you the wrong rod. I just have been using this medium heavy Abel Garcia Vendetta rod, this Ardent reel, the Apex Grand 12-pound fluoro. I'm 7.3, if I can talk, reel, and that's how I like throwing it. When I first got them and was throwing them on that swim bait rod, that was a heavy rod. It was too heavy for it. Medium heavy is much better. You could probably get around with the medium. Excuse me. With a medium action rod, but 7.3 medium heavy, 12-pound fluoro. And sometimes I'll just slowly reel it, and it has that nice kicking action. Sometimes I'll just, you know, kind of throw it like a jerk bait, or just give it quick reels, and you'll see that, you know, that kind of has that nice glide bait action, and kind of just sits there like a dying bait fish. So, you know, I just kind of mess around with retrieves with it. And I am no expert with glide bait fishing. I've done it very little in my life as a fisherman. But these are all, I mean, I can really throw these just like a crankbait, really, like a shallow running crankbait, because it has a great, you know, great action through the water. It looks very realistic, and it's kind of fun throwing a new bait. So we'll see how I do up there on them, and hopefully I won't lose any to any northerns. But that's it, guys. As I said, I will put in the description, I will put links to all this stuff. You can check it out. That's it. So please like the video, please share it. If you are new to my channel, I am Mark. This is Northeast Bass Fishing, and I will see you guys soon. Later.